What is going on, guys? Welcome to a new episode of Crossout. We got a different thing on the menu today. A long time ago I did 2 or 3 videos on how to getting started with Crossout while the alien pack was actually available. Like, this Alienware pack was available. I think it was, I honestly don't remember the website, but basically you could sign up to the website, get this build for free, get a 3-day scanner, which we got, which is why we have 120 coins. And like, we got some decor and stuff, but not really a big game changer in any way. Nevertheless, what I want to do now is I need you guys to tell me what you think about this series once this video is actually over. You watched it all. Go down to the comments and let me know what you actually think about the thing that we got going here, because I really don't know if I want to put in all of this struggle. That sort of depends on what you guys say and what you guys think. So definitely let me know in the comments what you think about this series. But what we're going to do is we're going to try to actually see if we can level this account all the way up to 30 and document it all on video, so that I can let you know the steps that I would do if I was to create a new account from 0 to 30 right now, how it would progress with my weapons and all that stuff. So like, the first thing that I want to tell you guys is the ultimate goal is that we're going to go in here and we're going to go to Dawn's Children, get that unlocked. So we're actually going to start with the Nomads, get to level 10. Once we've done that, we can do Dawn's Children, ultimately craft an Apollo, craft a lot of Icarus, and buy ourselves 3 Crickets, which I cannot spell because it's cricket. There it is. So as you can see, pretty low now as well, so a very good time to sort of plan that. So the ultimate goal of this account is to get to level 30 and have a Clan Wars build ready, so that you can actually see sort of the shortest way starting as a new player until you can actually become a fully functional, what is it called, fully functional Clan Wars player. So we need an Apollo, we need 3 Crickets, we need around 6 hovers, and then we need 1, maybe 2 expanded ammo packs and a chameleon. That should be it. And yes, that is a ton of coins, but we're gonna walk through it together. The first thing that I want to focus on here is, for now, I'd say keep your codes and stack codes. So if this was a real life situation, we're not going to mind about the 120. So we have around 55 cents after playing those first games. We've gotten a few items here that we can easily go ahead and sell. So let's just do that. We don't need all of this. And there we go. We also got our first daily mission, which is nice. Keep the Lupara for now because we need it for our daily missions. Let's see. We have a mission with cannons today, so we're going to have to focus on cannons. Also, you know what? The carjack. Whoops. We can actually put that there because the 11 there should go away soon. We don't really need that. We have a cabin right now that adds 7 energy. We can get one that adds 10 energy, but we don't have the money as of right now. So the first thing that I want to go ahead and do is get ourselves a cannon, because we want to focus on actually doing those daily objectives to get more scrap, because if we can get more scrap, it's going to be easier for us to actually craft. So let's go ahead, buy ourselves a cannon here, order that one. Always put in the buy order so you can like just save those tiny amounts of money. Why do we have a Twilight? Oh, we actually got it with this one. Yeah, but we're not gonna try. We're gonna try to stay away from selling the exhausts that we got. We're gonna try to stay away from actually selling our fenders and our medium spare as well. We don't really want to sell all that much. We just wanna keep our stuff. But as you can see, we just got a cannon, so that is super nice. So let's go ahead and scrap these and that, and actually include a buggy floor there. Can we have an adventure over? And will that be able to aim down at all? It will. So that Avenger position is actually quite alright. Looking good. Now we just need some room for our guns. And I would suggest mounting those on a radiator plate or something similar, just to make sure that you can actually carry it around on a path that can take a lot of beating without falling off. We can go for the buggy floor as well. We don't have to think too much about power score. There we go. So 1800 power score, which is decent for what we have right now, just so that we can get the canon games in. Now, in a usual situation, I wouldn't go for a setup like this because it's not that strong, but we're going to have to rely on our team as well and hope that they can actually also help us win this. The most important thing for now is basically just that we can shoot both of our weapons and we can do decently well, and we have some armor there for the weapon, so it's all good. And if we want to drop power score just a tiny bit, you know what? We don't care too much about it. Let's just keep it like that. 1800 power score as well. We're going to stay with Master Jack for now. We will need Bulldog eventually for the Crickets, which also means that we have actually to go into Lunatics. And I think it's at level 1. So we basically just have to get them to level 1. Then we can unlock Bulldog and we can start leveling Bulldog. For now though, stay at Master Jack because he has the overall like greatest variety of skills and they all function very well together. So let's just get started with the grind for now. When I choose my missions right here, I always go for missions where we can actually get some stuff that we can sell for a decent amount of money. Right now I think the cabins is our greatest, most profitable mission. Let's just have a look. Yep, indeed it is. So we're gonna go for the cabin, and when we can, we're gonna go get the wheels. So we have indeed gotten our first game here, and from here I honestly just wanna start trying to win some games. We have our fuel barrels mounted down here. We're gonna need those to grind fuel because basically, one, we want to sell some, and second of all, we want to do raids when it's possible. Well, hello there, buddy. Could you? Thank you. So let's shoot this dude up. Try to just win the game. And like, let me warn you already. This is gonna be a lot of grinding. This is gonna be so much grinding, but it's gonna be worth it because this game is freaking great, and which is also why I'm doing this video, to sort of hope that I can teach you somewhat. Oh my, this is really a mess, isn't it? And holy crap, one Avenger actually deals so little damage. Sorry about that, my dude. Let's see if we can get him degunned. Nope, let's just go for that cabin, he's almost dead. There we go. Beautiful little hit there. Oh shoot. See if we can actually tap fire that dude down. Get his guns off. Still looking good. Oh, he totally juked that. Let's go ahead and get a kill here, shall we? There we go. Oh no. No. Don't be like that. Thank you. Looks like we're actually winning this. And there we go. Beautiful. We even got the MVP. Nice. As you just saw from that, we actually got a huntsman, which is super nice. So we can go ahead and sell this because we don't need it right now. What we want to check is, in order to craft all of our stuff, now that we start winning games, if we go to the Apollo, as you can see, we already want to prepare now what we have to build in order to, or get in order to build the Apollo when time comes. We have to do 2 gas generators, we have to do 2 armor tracks, and we have to do 1 quant. A way to sort of work around this is to check if we actually have anything in here that is like profitable enough in order to sell, so we can craft this instead of actually going to all of these, like leveling the scavengers all the way up to level 8 in order to do armor tracks. What we can do instead is that we have both the nomads, which we will be leveling up, and we have the Dawn's Children. So from both of those we can actually craft some of these more expensive epics, if there is any, like as you saw in the Dawn's Children here. Let's just check again. The Icarus is slow right now, but that one can go as far as 360 at some time. So definitely we just want to focus on crafting as many Icarus as possible. So in order to do so, we have to craft some Luna wheels. And what was it? Was it a light generator? I think it is. Yep, 2 light generators. And if we want to craft those, then we have to go to the Lunatics. We still don't want to like spend too much time in Lunatics besides that just level 1. So we're gonna move down 1 step further and see if we have anything that can actually be valuable enough to craft and sell, so that we can buy generators. I mean, the best option like would be Luna wheels. Just keep on crafting those because prices fluctuate a lot, if you have seen my money making video, so you can definitely go watch that and see how I do that. Like, I just watch for prices. If this one bumps all of a sudden, I craft, and then I have some leftover money to buy different items. So we're just gonna focus on this, meaning that we have to get a lot of radars, we have to get a lot of wheels, and we have to get a lot of small wheels. Should be easy enough, considering that we're actually just grinding here. We're not gonna focus on it too hard just now. As soon as we can choose the faction and start leveling nomads, we will actually choose the faction and start saving up, because once we get there, we can start crafting slowly. Okay, but for now, I just want to finish all of my missions and get the last of the scrap. Alright, so having finished those missions, as you can see, they're not here in the daily challenges anymore because they're down there. We can move on to the next step that I want to do in today's video as well, which is starting out by actually removing, there we go, just remove those weapons that we just had, because now we want to just briefly talk about raiding and what raiding actually is. So for this raid, we're gonna do the most basic setup that we can basically do at all, considering our current level of playing. We have 5 courts, so there we have more than enough. We only have 8 energy, so we can't like equip more than what we have right now. But we're gonna do a setup of courts like that. Good, because basically the thing to note about raiding is that whatever you face with enemies, they're always going to target your cabin, meaning that we also want to remove this terrible bomb, and we actually really don't need this, so let's get rid of all of this junk. You don't want to bring a pretty build into oh, whoops, what am I doing wrong here? Why will, is it because of the wheels? I don't know. Alright, there we go. Move this back 1. Nice. Get these wheels in. Oh, we don't have steering wheels, so let's go ahead and purchase those. Let's just do that now, because we want a total of 6 steering wheels, and we only have 3 right now. This game's search function is a bit broken, but there we go. We want 3 of those. So let's go ahead and say 0.16 just to get them quickly, to save money again, as I told you so. All of those. Build. There we go, that's the first one. We need that one to put, like, let's move it back just a tiny bit. Like so. And also for raids, we don't need that pesky fuel barrel, okay? You never go fuel barrels for raids, which is probably the #1 rule that anyone starting this game should learn. And if you haven't, start doing it now. Grab some more frames here, attach them right there. Literally this, like, you don't have to copy this build, you can do this however you want pretty much. But the point just being that we need a lot of wheels on this, because we don't want to get, like, if we lose a wheel, we are screwed, and we don't want that to happen. But there we go. We have 10 parts more to work with, so now we basically just want to stack up a ton of armor here in front of our craft. We can actually grab one more of these. Nope, we cannot. We might have some different frame. Yeah, we do indeed have this one. There we go. And get a terrible bar, because the thing about bars is that they actually have damage reduction. So we want that in front. Nice. And from here we can actually just like go ahead and stack some armor onto this build. Let's get some of these doors. Nope, they have a weird, you know what, canvas roof is great. Get that one in front of our build as well. And up here, still a random, like, random shape. We want to just lightly armor up this frame set here. There we go. Just so that we know we don't lose it. But it's not the most important thing to do. If you go for something like this, you are more than enough protected. Just a basic tower setup there. It doesn't have to be anything serious. You just want something so that you don't lose it immediately. Put a bit of armor here on the cabin as well, because why not? And then I actually think, can we, like... Nope, we cannot, because these are sticking out. It doesn't matter though. Let's just do something like... We don't care too much about it, but just, you know, better safe than sorry. So yeah, this is gonna be an okay raid build for you, trust me. So go grab something like this as a raid build, because we now want to just briefly look at raids. Why are you curing me? briefly look at raids, because you're gonna have to do that as well, because we need the resources. Basically, there is 7 or 8 different raids, I think. We can't do Steel Cradle and we can't do Hit and Run right now because we don't have the power score, simply because we do not really have anything but white parts. So what we can do is actually go for Data Theft or the Wall for Fire right now. Personally, I like Data Theft better, so let's go for that one. You're gonna want to do raids like fairly early on, because the thing about raids is that it's actually like a pretty good source of resources that you will need for crafting, and the sooner you get started, the sooner you're gonna actually be able to start crafting and actually save up materials. And we're gonna want to save up a lot of materials. Now, a few basic things that you should know. Oh my god, this is so easy at this power score. But some basic things that you want to know is that, first of all, raids, like, it depends on, different raids are harder or easier to do. So make sure to do the right ones where you actually get the biggest payout. You also want to go for a low power score, because the lower the power score, the easier it is. And third of all, just try to see how much cabin damage you can actually deal to your enemies, and try to go for something like missile launches and all that stuff, because you will get additional reputation from that, and the more reputation you get, the more experience and the more materials you also get. So going for that cabin damage will get you the most points for actually killing enemies. There we go. And the cabin damage, if you haven't realized already, I think we discussed this in an early video, is of course the yellow damage. So the more yellow damage you can actually deal, the better you are off. This side this time. My god, these builds just melt. I haven't played raids at this power score in something like a year and a half, maybe. Ooh, scary little shotgunner there. Gets down as well. As you can see, 7 reputation for that one elimination, because we dealt so much cabin damage to him. I will take that any day. And I bet you that we will maybe, just maybe, be like on top of the leaderboard. I'm not gonna predict anything, because then I might be right and then or be wrong, and then you guys are gonna flame me for lying. And we can't have that. But where are we going with all of these materials that we are crafting right now, or getting right now? We actually want to go ahead and get, like, when we play the Nomads, we can craft machine guns, and we can craft the Vector. And we want to craft the Vector because the Vector is an upgraded version of Quartz. And the Vector is a pretty good gun for pretty much anything. You can use Quartz and you can use Vectors, it doesn't really matter. They both deal a lot of consistent damage. You can degun and stuff, and all those things will get you a lot of experience. And a lot of experience is equals faster leveling. So those are some good points to note. Like, I would recommend you, if you want to follow this journey and try to get to level 30 with a Clan Wars ready build as soon as possible, in my opinion, you should, as much as possible, refrain from trying out different weapons and all that stuff, but just stick to the grind. Go for the easy weapons that you know works. Why is this dude up here? We should go so he doesn't steal all of the points. There we go. Nice, nice, and nice. But now that we don't know where they come from now, we might be in a bad position. There we are. Get these down. So basically, I want you guys to, if you're gonna be like, follow this 100% and go for the easiest route possible without spending any money in this game, you shouldn't go experiment too much with different setup of weapons and stuff. Not because I would not advise you guys to do so, because that is how you enjoy this game the most. But if you were here to grind for Clan Wars and you want to play Clan Wars, you're just gonna have to do it this way if you don't want to spend money. You're gonna have to just stay with one like type of weapon, because that is the way that this game is actually built up with grinding and stuff. You don't really get all that much rewards, so you don't, like, your coins are pretty precious to you. No, don't. There we go. Another one, and another one. TJ Caleb would be so freaking proud right now. But we're doing pretty good in this raid, so I think we've covered what we want, so let's just cut it to the end here. Here we are, boys, fighting the final boss. This isn't really that hard. I honestly just grinded points on those purple enemies, so I haven't really fought the boss at all. There he is. Let's go kill him, and then we just have the final enemy here, and then we have to kill it. And there we go. That is the raid done, so let's see what we actually get. Look at the stats here, 1112 points, meaning that we get a total of 27 copper and a lot of experience, 5,600 experience to be precise. So let's go here, completed a raid, got level 5 reputation with Engineers faction. Yep, we have done that. What? I'm so confused, we're getting a lot of old shit right now. But we got a crate and training reward. That is, let's see, oh, we actually get a free blue item, I didn't know that. Nice, so let's open up that one. What do we get, boys? You know my crate log. Like, if you haven't seen the crate opening videos, go watch them, because my crate log is next level. A falcon. Yes, we can use that for absolutely nothing. So let's claim it. Go to our storage, and what we actually could do here is we cannot scrap it. Never mind. But yeah, here we are, level 7 right now with this build. So where do we go from here? Well, the next step in this video will be to actually go to factions and see if we can level up the engineers to level 8, because we want to craft a fuel barrel. The reason that we want to craft a fuel barrel is because we want as much fuel as possible. Because if we can't use our fuel to for raids, at least we can sell it. The price is quite low right now because of the rework with raids, but I predict that it might go up eventually. So definitely go ahead and get yourselves as much fuel as possible. So I did a few games just with the basic 4-quart setup, because that works, functions. Saved our raid build in here for the future. So now what we're gonna go is we're gonna want to go to the engineers faction here and see, for the fuel tank we actually need 3 fuel barrels, we need the aviator, and we need the carjack. When we've paid the fee of the 5 coins, we basically want to go ahead and craft it, and that's it. Like, that's all there is to it. From there, slap it onto your build. You will stay around 2k, which is a fine power score for 4 quarts. And just keep the grind going, basically. We want to just grab the levels here as well and Master Jack. Do all of those things and just keep leveling. And then we're actually going to end the episode here, and I'm going to play just grind until level 10 off screen, so that you guys don't have to just watch me all do games. And we'll talk about what we're actually going to do from there. So thank you guys for tuning into this. Again, let me know what you think about this, if we should actually continue to do this. And until next time, have an awesome day. Bye.